One of the best features of BluMortgage is actually the ability to integrate a borrower's contact card with your email inbox. And let me explain what that means. I have my client here, Mr. Tom Hall, and you can see as I start scrolling down, there's a ton of information I can record about him, but right here, there's an email section. So you can definitely use this area that if I do send mail from this particular CRM, that it'll start showing up there and tracking. But to take it one step further, this can actually integrate with my inbox. So let's see what that actually looks like. So you can see his email is right here. So let's say in a hypothetical situation, I was emailing him from my Gmail. So I'll switch over to my Gmail. And I'll just compose a message and I'll say, hello. And I'll say, hi, Tom. Just checking in. Tom. And I'll hit send. So now that email is sent. So what's so significant about that? Well, let's go back to the CRM now. And actually not right here, but actually I'm gonna duplicate this tab and instead go to my settings area. And one of the first things you'll see in the settings area under channels is email. And it's asking me to configure my email to integrate it with my Gmail. So let's do that. I'll just show you just how easy this is. I hit Gmail, I choose the IMAP, and then what's popped up on my screen is a thing where I get to choose my Gmail account. So I'll do this one here. It asks for its permission. I allow that permission. And now, just to go back to the actual screen here, you can see here that now it looks like a lot has actually started to happen. The only thing I have to put in is the name that I want my emails to be sent from. What's the name that's going to be used that when someone receives it, that's what will appear. So I put in that information, everything else looks pretty good. And actually I'm going to choose private, or pardon me, public, and I'll explain what that means in just a second and I'll hit save. So now I'm going to pause the video because it's authenticating and it takes just a second to do that. So now the sync is complete and I'm back in my CRM here. And this is the Tom Hall person. And if you remember, this is exactly the email that I sent that email to from my Gmail. So now if I scroll down, I can see in that email section again, now there's an email that showed up, which is interesting. And if I click in that email, just click the subject here to pop it up, you can see that this is exactly the email that I sent from my Gmail. So it's quite powerful that actually all the communications that you've had, even if it's retrospective, because if you notice I sent the email, then configured the integration, it will populate here. So you get this full history. And what's really great about this too, is that since I hit public, my teammates will be able to see this. So it's great for collaboration. So basically what that means is that if my teammate comes into the system, they'll actually be able to also see this email that I sent. And so it's a great way to stay on top of your communications and understand exactly what each member of your team is doing with your prospects. So another great reason to use BluMortgage, and we hope that you guys give us a call to try this thing out. Thanks.